Hey, welcome back to an all-new episode of Construction Secrets with me, David Wintzer. As always, you can go over to davidwintzer.com, get your free downloadable templates. All I ask in exchange is that you like, subscribe, and share this YouTube channel with one of your friends today. That being said, for those of you that don't know, I'm a residential general contractor in the town of Park City, Utah, where we have accumulated $15 million worth of work in just 18 months of being in business. And my goal with this channel is to simply share with you the tips, the tricks, the tactics that we're using within our business. But these tactics that I learned from a $1 billion construction company who I used to work with, and how we've implemented them into our small business. And hopefully some of these tactics can help you along the way in your construction journey. So that being said, moving forward, every single Thursday nights at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, I'm doing live webinars, how to start your own construction company. So masterclass with me live on YouTube every Thursday night, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, how to start your own general contracting company. So tune into that. It'll be live on YouTube. This is the YouTube channel. Obviously, if you're here watching this video, you know where the YouTube channel is, and hopefully you'll learn something in that masterclass that can help you start your own construction company. So that being said, today I want to talk about golf. It's Masters Week, and what separates the difference between a good business owner and an okay business owner, and what separates the difference between a good golfer and an okay golfer. And so I played collegiate golf my whole life. I played in college. I played competitive in amateur leagues for a really long time, and I got to a certain level, but there was the next level. The guys that were winning all the tournaments that I was playing in, they were going to national tournaments. They were playing for Division I college. They were aspiring to the Korn Ferry Tour, the AAA, if you don't know golf, the AAA of golf before you get to the PGA Tour. And then what separates the PGA Tour guys from those guys? And it comes down to the details, really getting focused in on the details. And what I mean by that is, in golf, if you're shooting in the 90s or the 100s, your level of information that you process when you're on that golf course is way less than the information that I process as like a zero handicap golfer. And so, I'm looking at the loft, the lie, the grain of the grass, the temperature of the air, where the trouble's going to be, where to miss it. Those are the things that I'm thinking about, that someone who is not as good, let's call it a 25 handicap, is thinking about versus a zero handicap. But then there's the level of, I'm a zero handicap, the guys that are the plus handicaps, the guys that are way better than me, that are beating me every time, they're aspiring to go to this AAA level or playing collegiate Division I golf. Those guys and the PGA Tour guys and stuff, they start processing things like moisture and how the ball's going to react when it hits the club, and if there's a little bit of moisture between the ball and the grooves, is it going to skip? How's it going to react when it hits the green? Is it not going to spin as much? Is it not going to have enough English? How, if there's a little bit of mud on the ball, how's the ball going to fade or turn? Or these are the things that are a huge difference, that the amount of information that these individuals on the PGA Tour are processing every single shot, they're computing, their brain is calculating an insane amount of numbers and factors that can go into each and every single golf shot. And they do that based on their practice and the lessons learned that they have on in their golf career. And so what are the lessons learned in your construction career, in your business career, that can help you get better at the details? Where can you hone in? And so what are the individuals in your neighborhood that are the top tiered contractors in your neighborhood, call them the PGA Tour of your neighborhood? What are they doing to accumulate less mistakes and to stack on process all this information that you need to process to make sure that you don't miss a beat when it comes to delivering a product in a timely and effective fashion? And that comes down to the details, the simple details. And so what are the lessons learned? Make sure that you are constantly studying the details of your contracting business and getting better at them. The more information you can compute per decision being made, the more the end product will end up better. It'll be on schedule, it'll be on budget, and it'll be executed the way the client and the architect had in mind. So you got to make sure that you're not operating at like a 20 handicap level. You're operating at a scratch or better. You are constantly looking into the ways that you could get better. Now I'm going back to the golf reference. Is there a wind coming in from the right side? Is there Is there moisture on the ground? Is the ground sloped? Is the grain coming into you or away from you? Where's the trouble? Where don't you want to miss it on the green? If you miss it high side on the green, you're going to have a really slick putt, and therefore there's no way you're not going to 3-putt. These are all the things you need to compute right before you hit your golf shot as you're analyzing what club to select. So as you're calling your plumber on site, as you're calling your electrician on site, what are the factors that you need to compute? What are the cabinet plans? What's going behind that wall? Can we not penetrate it? Is the backsplash going to be a marble slab and not tile? And you got to make sure that we mark where that's going to go so the outlets don't hit. Do we need to recess the gas line so the stove doesn't come out? What are the things that you have to compute before your actual trades come on site, before you start installing, before you actually hit the golf shot? A lot of bad golfers just show up, pull the club, oh, it's a 9-iron, and they just hit it. And then they're pissed that they end up on the side of the green, they 3-putt. They're like, I 3-putt all the time. It's like, well, had you just hit it on the other side of the green, you wouldn't have had that insanely fast putt, and therefore you could have just slowly computed a little bit more information and said, if I'm going to miss it, I'm going to miss it on the left side. So where are you going to miss it when you're installing things, when you're calling subcontractors to the table, when you're pre-planning for a scope of work, as you're framing, as you're roughing in? What's it going to affect down the road? And so when you're doing final touch-up paint, or when you're installing the tile backsplash or the counters, what are the things during framing and roughing that could affect that scope if you're not careful? So you need to really understand and focus in on all those little details. Analyze where the trouble is. I'm going back to golf. Analyze where the trouble is. Analyze all the information that you have in your brain that needs to happen for that particular golf shot. And all it does in the game of golf is it adds an extra 30 seconds to what you got going on. And a lot of the times you can analyze it as you're driving up or walking up to the cart. You can say, okay, I'm coming up to my ball. I can see that I know on this particular hole, that pin is on the right side. I do not want to miss it on the left side, because if anything, that's dead and there's water over there. I don't want to be near that OB, blah, 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 blah. If you don't play golf, then I'm speaking a foreign language. But regardless, how can you compute more information to get better? And what are the people in your area doing that's better? Stalk them on Instagram, stalk them on Facebook, see if they're posting things about their job sites and what they're doing in their coordination meetings, and see if you can do it better than they can. Model what people are doing. Learn from that, compute more information, get ready, because it's always something at the very end that's affected by something you did 6 months before. So the more information you can compute, communicate, and deliver early on, the better your products will be at the very end. That's all I got. You have a beautiful day. Here's Blue. He's checking out the scenery out the window. Blue, say what up. Good talk. All right. You guys have a great day. See you on the next one. Bye.